Hey guys, Bice Bumper bringing you another Unholy Death Knight Dragonflight video. We got a tier set redesign, and thank you very much because that was much needed. The new tier set is miles better than the previous one, both in terms of power, in terms of gameplay impact, and in terms of non-degenerate gameplay. It is also it's just nice. I feel like they kind of listen to our feedback, design something that would just fit us better. Anyway, let's take a look at how powerful it actually is, how it impacts our rotation, and how we feel about it. So we have a new tier 2 set. Death Call Epidemic damage increased by 10%. Did this before as well. Casting Death Call or Epidemic grants a stack of Master of Death up to 20. Dark Transformation consumes Master of Death and grants 1% mastery for each stack for 20 seconds. I don't know if you remember, but I talked about the previous set that would just trigger when you can't use a specific number of Death Calls and Epidemics, which meant that having to align it while cooldowns was an absolute pain. And there were cases where we might have used Death Strike instead of using Death Call just to kind of delay the buff. Attaching it to Dark Transformation naturally aligns it with our cooldowns because Dark Transformation is part of every single cooldown window. So this is all now a matter of, how many times can you stack it up before the next cooldown window. Big fan. There's no specific negatives there. The thing with the 2 set, right, is that the first Dark Transformation won't get the buff, but you will see the 4 set that kind of deals with that. So often you will reach maybe, we look at simulations, right, you can reach 20 stacks in between each Dark Transformation, but it's going to be between 15 and 20, and you're going to get a nice mastery buff that's going to boost your windows. Obviously, people have provided feedback that they don't like the fact that Unholy deals so much damage in your cooldowns and not much outside of them. And this tier set will strengthen that, meaning that we will do even more damage in cooldowns and not that much outside of them. Anyway, this is miles better. It feels much better to play. That you can, I'm buffing my CDs, that kind of thing. One piece of feedback here is the duration, 20 seconds, is not ideal. So usually Dark Transformation is used in the opener or in our secondary burst windows with Gargle, which is 25 seconds. You get this weird issue that Dark Transformation gives you Command of the Dead for 30 seconds, and then you only get this buff for 20. So you kind of want to use Dark Transformation early to buff your army, your maguses, all that kind of thing. We also want to use it late so that you get good overlap with the mastery buff for your Gargle, right? Don't like this. I think if to make it 25 seconds, it will fit much better into our rotation because you would just use it with our Gargle and you would get the full buff without having to make this bad choice. With 20 seconds, we're still going to use it with Gargle, but I just feel like it feels a bit bad that you lose out on 5 seconds of the buff just at the end where you want to buff your Gargle the most. We also have a 4 set, so Army of the Dead grants 20 stacks of Master of Death. When Death Call Epidemic consumes Sudden Doom, gain 2 extra stacks and 10% mastery. Right, so the first bit here, Army of the Dead granting 20 stacks, that's specifically to deal with our opener. Right, there is no way we're going to stack up this buff when you just pull the boss. You're going to just go instantly into cooldowns. So getting 20 stacks on army means that you're going to press army, get 20 stacks, and then you just get that huge buff in the opener. That's a really nice boost, and it's going to make our evening burst even more insane. We do lose puzzle, so that's a bit sad, but let's not get into that. Second part, Death Call Epidemic consuming Sudden Doom. You get twice the stacks and you get a 10% mastery buff. This is obviously great synergy with Sudden Doom and Harbinger of Doom. We'll have to see, but we'll definitely be picking up Sudden Doom, right? That's a granted. Current patch, you can actually exchange that for something like All Will Serve. Harbinger of Doom though, even though it looks great and it has very good synergy, probably won't pick it up anyway. It's not strong enough. It doesn't give you that many more extra Sudden Doom procs, unfortunately. We'll see though. We're gonna have a look at sims. Maybe it will become viable and so on. I would like it to become viable because having a tier set synergizes with talents, makes it pick those talents. That's kind of one of the reasons for having tier sets. Anyway, overall, right, damage increase. We're looking at roughly 8.5% total. Right, we get 4.5 from the 2Ps and then an extra 4 from the 4Ps. This is like twice as powerful as the previous iteration, which is great. Still a little bit less powerful than the current tier set, but like the order of magnitude is there. And I think if they do buff the 2Ps to be 25 seconds, I think we're going to hit a very nice level around 10% so that we get the same kind of power throughput as we did previously. Overall, extremely happy about changes. The previous tier set was not my favorite. I'm going to be honest, I did dislike that one. This new one is much better. It synergizes nicely with our rotation. It doesn't have any degenerate gameplay where we don't use our core abilities, and it just feels good to play with overall. Just increase it 25 seconds and I'll be very happy. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this tier set. Do you like it? Dislike it? I don't know. Let me know. Upvote, downvote. Do consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.